welcome.
Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening and welcome to the National News broadcast, bringing to you live from the National News Studios here at Rupavahini. We are ready to bring you the top stories here at home and around the world. I'm Charita Minupurarachi.
And a very good evening indeed. I'm Sharifa Tahir. Let's take a look at the headlines.
Hindus world over celebrate Deepavali. Arrested former State Minister of Rupees from China to Sri Lanka. A US firm lays the foundation stone for a new factory in this country. A rise in tourist arrivals this year compared to the month of October during the last year. Budget proposal in Britain to increase all taxes.
On to those and other stories in detail now, and starting off with the top local story. Deepavali, the main festival of the Hindus, is being celebrated today.
On this occasion, Hindus all over the world engage in special offerings and religious observances. This festival is celebrated to commemorate the Asuran called Naragasuran, who is supposed to have become a righteous being after his death. Hindus believe that the special offerings done on this day brings a new light to their lives. The day is also considered as the day Lord Vishnu delivered a special light to his life. It is a tradition to light oil lamps during the celebrations. Hindu faithfully decorate their homes and worship Lord Shiva, Vishnu and Lord Ganesh as main deities in the offerings held in Kovils. Auspicious food consumption is also a main rite of this day. Hindus who observe fasting for 21 days before the day of Deepavali break their fast on this day. The fasting period is termed as Kedara Gauri.
President Anurakumara Dissanayake in his Deepavali message points out that in Sri Lanka, the people have been searching for light in the dark for decades after gaining independence. Now fresh hope is emerging as a realization of their long-held hopes. He added that the country has entered an era of renaissance where the aspirations of the people, which were suppressed by past rulers, are finally coming to the forefront. President Anurakumara Dissanayake says that only the light of wisdom can repel the darkness of ignorance. He requested the people to celebrate the Deepavali festival of this time, considering as a good omen to enter a deep path for a revolution in thinking as Sri Lankans by lighting the lamps of wisdom of Deepavali. He stressed that the time has come to stand united where efforts were made to divide the weakened and Sri Lankan nation. The President emphasized in his message of greetings the importance of cultural, political and attitudinal transformation if we were to realize our hope of prosperous country and a fulfilling life for all. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya in her message of greetings on this occasion of Deepavali says that respect is due for everyone who are engaged in continuous struggle against social inequalities and the removal of injustice. She further says that the country will dedicate to build a world where everyone can enjoy freedom, dignity and their rights. Minister Vijay Herath in his message on Deepavali says that the theme of Deepavali is a victory of light against inner darkness, goodness against evil and justice against injustice. He also adds in his message that the festival of Deepavali can be considered as a victory of goodness against evil and intellectual resurgence against ignorance.
Fuel price has been revised from midnight today. According to the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, the price of 92-octane petrol and auto diesel remains same. The price of super diesel has been reduced by 6 rupees and the new price is 313 rupees. The price of 95-octane petrol has been reduced by 6 rupees and the new price stands at 371 rupees. There is no change in the price of kerosene oil. The Chinese ambassador in Sri Lanka, Ki Jin-hong, says that China has decided to supply humanitarian aid of 400 million rupees to Sri Lanka. He made these observations when he met Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasurya yesterday. This donation comes after the emergency aid of $100,000 provided on a previous occasion by China to President Anurukumar Dissanayake. The ambassador told the Prime Minister that Chinese government is concerned about the floods which devastated the country recently and decided to provide additional humanitarian assistance under the circumstances. He hoped that Sri Lanka would be able to win the challenges facing the country and to rehabilitate the losses due to floods under the leadership of President Anurukumar Dissanayake. The Prime Minister thanked the government of China for the generosity and continued support and said that the humanitarian assistance has proved that China is a very dependable and close friend of Sri Lanka and a participant in the development of the country.
And the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority says that tourist arrivals into the country during the past 27 days of this month surpassed last October's total tourist arrivals. According to the latest report of the authority, the daily tourist arrivals has been around 4,339. During the first 27 days of this month, tourist arrivals into the country stood at 117,141. Despite the travel warnings issued by the United States and the United Kingdom and several other countries, a sudden drop has not been indicated in tourist arrivals in the report. The highest number of tourists has come from India. United Kingdom and Germany contributed with 9,113 and 7,609 tourists respectively. According to the Sri Lanka Tourism Authority, tourist arrivals into Sri Lanka so far in this year has exceeded 1.6 million.
Arrested former State Minister Lohan Ratwath in Kandy today has been produced before the Gangodevilla Magistrate Court after being taken to Mirihana Police Station, and investigations are being conducted regarding the vehicle found without a number plate at his wife's residence. The police received information on the 25th of this month that a luxury vehicle without a number plate has been found at a residence in Mirihana belonging to the wife of Lohan Ratwath. After reporting to the court about it, police have taken the vehicle, which had been parked at the concerned residence, on the 26th of this month. Later on, statements were taken by the police from Lohan Ratwath and his wife. The wife of the former minister stated that the private secretary of Lohan Ratwath, who died in a firing at Katugasota in Kandy a few days back, parked the vehicle in the garage of a residence. According to the reports of the government analysts, it has been revealed the registration of the vehicle is to be forged, and also the vehicle has been assembled illegally. Police media spokesman DIG Nihal Thalduwa said that during inspections at the customs, no such vehicle has been reported to be imported. In the same manner, no information has been revealed regarding the vehicle during the inspections from the Department of Motor Traffic. He added that the information of an illegally assembled vehicle has been revealed during the investigations. He also said that using a vehicle which has been illegally assembled is an offence according to the Motor Traffic Act. Former State Minister has been taken to the Mirihana police after considering all the relevant facts in this connection. After questioning, he was produced before the acting magistrate of Nugegoda today.
The officials of the Moratuwa camp of police special task force has been able to take into the custody a heroin and ice narcotics worth 220 million rupees. In a raid conducted yesterday, a person who distributed the narcotic has also been arrested. According to the police special task force, these narcotics are said to be in the possession of Abhi Chuti, an accomplice of organized criminal Harakata, who is under detention at the Agunikola Palace prison. The information has been revealed after interrogations from the person arrested in this connection. He has stated that these narcotics has been transported into a small lorry from a residence in Avadipitia, Kiri Ibban Ara area and was distributed in Colombo. Information has also been received, according to him, that the concerned narcotics brought along the southern coast has been stocked in the same same residence. According to the police special task force, the suspect has been handed over for further investigations to the Anti-Narcotics Bureau. Police media spokesman DIG Nihal Talduva said that about half a kilogram of heroin has been arrested from the suspect in Maradana. During further investigations, another 7 kilograms of narcotics have been found from Borlaskamo area. He has also said that 1 kilogram of ice narcotic has also been taken into custody from his possession. Further investigations are on. Stay tuned with more local stories after this break.
People's Remittance அன்பை அனுப்புமிடம். People's Remittance அன்பை அனுப்புமிடம்.
Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Welcome back. We move on with more local stories. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya says that the National People's Power government is bound to answer the people and not to the defeated politicians. She made these remarks participating in a public meeting held in Bokundra area yesterday. This public meeting was organised to confirm the victory of the candidates contesting for the Colombo district from the National People's Power. Representatives of the party supporters and others were present at this occasion. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya said that the biggest joke is that the former President Ranil Wickremesinghe is saying that he can teach her about the constitution of the country. She pointed out that a major clause in the constitution is the safeguarding the sovereign rights of the people and added that she is unaware of what Ranil Wickremesinghe knows about the constitution. The Prime Minister pointed out that anyone who has a basic knowledge about the constitutions would never go against the decisions of the Constituent Assembly and also would never influence the members of the same assembly. She also said that before teaching her a lesson on the constitution, Ranil Wickremesinghe will have to learn those basics first. She added that as we all know, the government cannot run it without listening to the opinions of the public and acting upon one's own wishes. The Prime Minister said that while taking decisions, the government gave a good hearing to the officials since those who are present in the government are not having any pride in them. She pointed out that the old political culture has been demolished and added that the country was destroyed due to the thinking that they knew everything about the constitution. She requested Ranil Wickremesinghe to mind his own business since the people have given them mandate to govern the country according to the wishes of the citizen.
Former President Ranil Wickremesinghe says that privileges of former presidents and parliamentarians should not be distributed, and he made these remarks participating in a public meeting held in Tambulla yesterday. The public meeting was organized to confirm the victory of the candidates contesting in this year's general election from the New Democratic Front. Former President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that the government is now saying that no privileges are not required for former leaders and questioned as to where that kind of law are being implemented. He pointed out that all the countries give some kind of a salary to members of parliament and the same has to be provided in this country too. He has also said that the accommodation of former presidents are being taken back, but it will not be a problem for him. He pointed out that a large amount of money has been saved by his government. Ranil Wickremesinghe also said that 1,200 billion rupees have been saved due to him, and he asked why the accommodation given to Chandrika Kumaratunga should be taken back. He also said that same should be given to her and security should be provided to former President Mahinda Rajapaksa. He also said that although Mahinda Rajapaksa is not popular among the people right now, providing security to him has to be considered.
ඒක මේවා කරන්න යන්න එපා. මං අහන්නේ විශේෂයෙන්ම ඉතුමිටුවේ ගෙදර ඉන්න දෙන්න. තව කොච්චර කාලෙ ඉන්නද? අවුරුදු 25ක් ඉන්නද? 30ක් ඉන්නද? ඒ වගේම මං ඔබෙන් ඉල්ලනවා.
Former parliamentarian Pramita Bandarathinakon requested the general public to keep alive the fighter in them as in their blood. He added that fighter in them should not be allowed to die. He concluded by saying that a historic war would be achieved in Matale in the forthcoming general election.
Leader of the Samagi Janabalawegya, Sajith Premadasa, says that the only group that can change the IMF agreement in favour of the country is the Samagi Janabalawegya. He mentioned that the agreement will be changed with the victory of the upcoming general election. He expressed his views on the IMF agreement at a public meeting held yesterday in central Colombo. This public meeting was organized for the victory of the Samagijana Balavegaya candidates from the Colombo district. Leader of the Samagijana Balavegaya, Sajid Premadasa, said that the majority in the parliament should be given to Samagijana Balavegaya since it will be able to change the IMF agreement invariably under his leadership. He added that by using the mandate given by the people, the IMF agreement will be changed and concessions would be provided to the suppressed people due to the burden of taxes. He pointed out that enough foreign exchange reserves are required in order to repay the debts and it would be difficult to pay them without creating those foreign exchange reserves. Sajid Premadasa said that the Samagijana Balavegaya has the ability to revise the IMF agreement as has been projected by the IMF to repay the debts by implementing it from 2023 instead of 2028.
And meanwhile, the national organizer of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna Namal Rajapaksa says that members who had left their party should be reunited to the party. He made these remarks participating in a public meeting held in Dankotua yesterday. The rally was organized to confirm the victory of the candidates contesting from Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna. National organizer of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna Namal Rajapaksa says that former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa had to start from the point where the good governance government brought down this country. He added that problems such as COVID-19 pandemic and the loans taken by the good governance government also came in the way. He pointed out that the same government did not produce even a single megawatt unit of electricity. He also added that the crisis converted into a struggle and a new president came to power as a result of it. Namal Rajapaksa also said that the party had a setback and the victory it received in Alpiti election. The party will be able to win a majority of parliamentarians in the forthcoming general election. He requested those who have turned away from the party due to various reasons to rejoin the party. He also said that those who were in the Pradesh Sabhas, Balabandalas, youth forums and women's forum will have to be returned in order to move the party and the country forward. He also said that people should join hands to send representatives from Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna to the next time. Namal Rajapaksa pointed out that a new group comprising youth have been introduced into the party and the party has been reconstructed on a new format. He concluded by saying that they are hopeful and those who were in the party will be able to convert it into a crucial factor in the coming decade. Acting Inspector General of Police Priyantha Veerasurya has decided to give permission for the public in the videography of police duties. This has been done in order to avoid inconvenience to both parties in making videos about police duties. A problematic situation has arisen due to the lack of awareness from both parties, although in recent times in the videography of police duties by general public. The acting IGP has taken this decision considering this matter. Police media spokesman DIG Attorney at Law Nihal Talduwa said that police had confronted with various persons during the videography of police duties during the past several days. He added that those people faced inconvenience due to this and police officials had to take disciplinary action. He said that the acting IGP had to advise in order to prevent this kind of videography. He added that this advice has been given yesterday and that concerns only the police officials.
Shield Company, an American firm, today laid the foundation stone at Vatupitivala Export Investment Zone to start a new factory in collaboration with Sri Lanka Investment Board. The new company is expected to invest $8.5 in this project. The main invitee on this occasion was the US Ambassador Julie Chang. Chairman of the Shield Company, Denzel Purcell, also participated in the foundation laying ceremony. This company, belonging to a famous American engineering technology group of companies, has joined investments in Sri Lanka after leaving China. 500 Sri Lankans will receive direct employment opportunities with high salaries from the new company. Shield Company has been in the forefront for more than 74 years as a provider of solutions for inputs involved in human safety. Another company belonging to the main company called AmSafe Bridport started their factory at the Vatupitivala Export Zone in 2001, participating in investments in the country. The benefit occurred accrued for this country per year has been calculated as $5 million. This company too has been providing high standard products for world famous aircraft manufacturing firms for more than 2 decades. The company provides a considerable contribution to the economy of this country as a provider of engineering solutions for global airline services and Boeing and aircraft manufacturers like Airbus. Chairman of the Board of Investment Sri Lanka, Arjuna Herath, said that there are more investments in this group of companies and he expects to relocate those investments by carrying forward the investments of this country too. He pointed out that this has become a big support and more than 95% of capacity utilization has also been completed in this zone. He pointed out that the other zone is also in the same situation. The chairman also said that the board hopes to start new zones in the future. Managing Director of the AmSafe and Shield Company, Chandani Ekanayaka, said that the plan is to complete the construction of the factory within 9 months and to start production by this time of next year. She added that this institution will provide a huge contribution in the form of tax to the economy in Sri Lanka. She also pointed out that many of the American firms started to withdraw from competition and they traveled to Mexico and Malaysia in search of new production venues. She concluded by saying that the Shield Restraint Company joined Sri Lanka since it is attractive to them.
And now let's move on to some few more local news items in brief. The second ship carrying automatic yard cranes docked at Colombo East Container Terminal. 8 automatic yard cranes were brought by the ship. There are 20 such cranes in the Colombo East Terminal, including the cranes brought in earlier. On the occasion of International Stroke Day, a health promotion program was held at the Hambantota General Hospital this morning to educate the public about stroke. National Stroke Association of Sri Lanka and Neurology Unit of Hambantota General Hospital organised this program. Awards were presented to the winners of Inter-School Announcing Tournament yesterday, organised by the News Broadcasting Unit of Anand College, Colombo. It was held at the Kularatna Hall of the college. Competitions were organised in all 3 languages. About 3,000 students representing 350 schools participated in the tournament for 18 competitive divisions. Stay tuned with international news after this break.
People's Remittance அன்பை அனுப்புமிடம். People's Remittance அன்பை அனுப்புமிடம்.
Welcome back with international stories. And Monetary Policy Committee of the United Kingdom has decided to cut interest rates.
Therefore, Bank of England will cut its bank rate by 4.75%. British inflation plunged to a 3-year low of 1.7% in September from 2.2% below the 2% target. That leaves room for the Monetary Policy Committee to cut rates next week after pausing in September following a narrow vote to start easing in August. The British economy is still performing relatively well, with the prospect of an increase in investment from British Finance Minister Rachel Reeves' budget due this week. Moving on to sports news, Bangladesh football team became the champions in the South Asian Women's Football Tournament during the finals with Nepal.
And Bangladesh players recorded a victory with a margin of 1-2. The finals were held at the Darshnath Stadium in Kathmandu, Nepal. Players of the two teams who played skillful were not able to score goals during the first half. In the 52nd minute of the second half, Monika Trumka of Bangladesh scored the first goal in the finals and kept Bangladesh team in the front. After 4 minutes, Amish Rai of Nepal scored another goal and the scores were leveled at 1 goal each. In the 81st minute of the game, Bangladesh player Ritparna scored a goal and Bangladesh was able to take the lead again. And at the end of the stipulated time, Bangladesh was leading 1-2 and became the champions of the tournament. This is the second successive occasion where Bangladesh has won the tournament.
fun tamai.
And with that, we conclude tonight news. Just tomorrow at the very same time. I'm Charita, signing with Sharifa. Stay safe. Good night.
Good night.